Hi, it's the tiny one slash Bishie, and this nightmare of a move and all that is finally over. Oh my god. So, my roommate, the cats, and I are in our new place. I just wanted to let you know that first off the bat. Thank God. It took us 3 whole months to be able to find a place and everything because it was a mess. But let me catch you up to speed on, well, for those of you who have not seen the video, that is a new person to my channel video or a welcome back video. Back before Christmas, we had new owners purchase the fourplex that we lived at, and when it came time to pay the rent, nobody knew what was going on. We were cut off from our previous landlords, and when I contacted them, they said, just keep your rent and we'll see what happens. I'm like, okay. So, January 4th, I think, runs around, and it's a real bad storm coming in. My cats are messing around. Hold on 1 second. I'm also trying to make this quick because I have a bad toothache. So, we get a notice on our door that has a 60-day eviction. So it's basically the new owners wanted everybody out of the building. So we had to scramble to find it. Of course, I was upset. I was just, whatever. Panicked, all that stuff that comes with a notice like this. So it's been 3 months of my roommate and I trying to find a place. We have 2 cats. He's lived there on and off for 10 years. I've lived there a solid 10 years because he used to be an on-the-road trucker. So he was mostly in his truck. But, yeah, that was my home. That was my life right there through several different roommates. Some not so good, and through several different landlords, through several different building owners. So previously, when our building had a new landlord or a new owner, I was contacted via email, and sorry, I'm exhausted and in pain, so my eyes are all over the place. That's why I don't look directly at the camera. Sorry about that. I would get an email from either the previous landlord or the current landlord saying, hey, this is the new change that's going on. Just wanted to make you aware of it. This is the contact owner of either the new landlord, or if it was a new building owner, we never got the contact info. We just were told this is a new building owner. But if it was new landlord, they said this is your new landlord. This is how you contact them going forward. So it's never been an issue until this time when this new owner pops up, which we found out later is from Florida. And it's him, his wife, and a silent partner, which we were never given any information about who this silent partner is. But my roommate thinks it's an in-law that just has money that's been helping them. But we are not sure. So this time around, we were trying to figure out what's going on. We got the eviction notice, so we're like, fine. They gave us February rent-free. But then we were told, I get this weird text from this number I don't recognize, and they're all, hey, you owe, what our rent was. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to reply. This person did not say they were a landlord or nothing like that. She just said, hi, you owe this much for January. And then she said, I forgot the name of the app she told me, but there was some weird app that I've never heard of before. And she was like, send me this money through the app. And I'm like, I think in my head, no. So I'm going to ignore this because it's real odd. She sent me another message. So on the forms we got, which are, since I don't have to deal with that place anymore, I destroyed them. I didn't want to look at them. They upset me too much. So I just got rid of them. Either that or they're packed in a box. I don't know. We still have boxes all over the place in my room. So I got a name, supposedly, of their lawyer. But I had to Google who the lawyer, and that's real shady. That we don't know who the name of the owner is or the new landlord, and we don't know the name of the of the lawyer. We had to Google it, and that's not professional, in my opinion. In my opinion, if a lawyer is putting their information on, there was also no letterhead that made it look official. It looked like someone just typed it out in Word and then printed it out and sent it out. That's what it looked like. Very, very unprofessional, these people. So the lawyer, normally lawyers would have their name, the firm that they work at, the contact info, everything. They did not. So, and it would have like attorney at law or something like that on the bottom. None of that. So I thought this whole thing was a scam with the lawyer, because a lot of scams have been popping up, during COVID and all that. So I had no. Plus, I have had people previously put that very apartment up on, I think it was like Craigslist or something like that, saying that it was for rent. And these two guys, real young guys from the Bay Area, came and there's like, hey, we're here to look at the apartment to rent it. And we're like, no, this apartment's not up for rent. So it was, we disappointed them. We felt real bad for them. But yeah, so I've dealt with various scams in the past. So I wasn't too sure. And then this guy messaged me while I'm at work. I call him and he's very gruff. He's very rude and horrible, basically saying that I'm your new landlord. And he's like, you have to pay this much rent for January. You'll get February, all this stuff. Again, very suspicious, but I got a money order and I gave them to him, but I kept the receipts just in case, But turns out, yes, this person who I really want to name drop so bad, but I won't. No, don't get on the box. Hold up. Sorry, I'm trying to record and he's wanting to run all over my stuff. You can't go exploring among the boxes. But yeah, it was all just. Anyway, I gave him the money. We're still looking for a place. The thing is, I have not had to look for an apartment in 10 years. So it is rough. These places are wanting. First off, we were paying some really good rent. And these places are wanting so much more. My roommate and I are both disabled. My roommate and I both only work part-time. So it was hard. Plus, they wanted 2.5 times the rent, at least. Which we don't make that. So, and then we would find places that would be like, oh my God, this is a good deal. It's within our budget, whatever. But then the email back would be a scam. And I looked it up. It was a legit scam. I got like 4 of these in my email. It's basically one of those, hey, my name is, and it's different names each time. We had, and it would say we had originally put our house on the market, but then they would say like the real estate person was trying to rip them off. So they took it off the market. Let me take a drink. And they were wanting to rent it themselves. And so they would do phrasing like, we would want like a good family or a good Christian family to treat this house like their own, and da da da. They would say something like, they would say they were this big like techie type job, but they were already in another state. A lot of times it was like on the other side of the country, so that's why they couldn't show us the apartment. But they would show us photos of the outside of the apartment. And they're like, if you fill this out and everything's good, we can mail you the keys. And it's just real shady. And when I went to investigate later, like the name on the top didn't match the name in the signature or the name in the email. You know, like how there's a name normally right before an email in the to or the from section when you send emails. Just real, real piece of work. And then when I was researching, they would say like, oh yeah, you need to send money like Walmart to Walmart. And the person you would send money to is a completely different person than is in, just trying to rip you off. And it got to a point I had to make a GoFundMe because it was a mess. We were running out of money with trying to apply to places, get boxes, and then with my depression and anxiety and all that, it was hard for me to actually pack stuff because it would cause me to panic. See my stuff in boxes. We would have to move. I was constantly in fear, thinking that the landlord, because this guy started calling himself the landlord. He would not tell us his name at first. It wasn't until another person in the fourplex, who this guy was also harassing, was able to find out his name. So I just call him Butthead. But yeah, just it was a bad time. I still tried to be upbeat. I still tried to be happy. I was constantly worried that he would break into the apartments and hurt the cats, or just take all our stuff to try and take the apartment quicker than we were able to move. Like I said, a lot of places were too high, or they wanted 2.5 times the rent, or just other stuff that we didn't qualify for. Low income housing was all filled up. It was just one nightmare after another after another. We'd see a place and we think, okay, and a lot of places were in real bad, like bad areas, but we're like, we have no choice. I've lived in a bad area before, not with cats, but I have. And it was bad. The police were, at one place I lived at, the police were there like 3 or 4 times a week. But they had gotten to know me, so once they saw me on the other side of the barrier, they would just have someone escort me to my building or back. It was bad. But the place that we moved to, we kept seeing it, but we thought, maybe it's a smidge too far. We're not sure. But then the price started going down. So we kind of considered it. The other thing, now I'm having to deal with a pet deposit and pet rent. Something I never had to deal with before. It's like, what do they do all day? How are they going to earn rents? It's ridiculous. Or like places would be like, oh yeah, this is the rent. And then it's not until we're touring the place, having wasted gas, having wasted time on our day off. Oh yeah, by the way, or they would say some much inflated rate that it was before. So it was very, very, very frustrating, this whole trying to find stuff. And then now, after the whole COVID lockdown and everything happened, some apartments for a good month, We're still in lockdown procedures. Nobody, that's the other thing. Nobody was answering the phone. I would call, I would leave a message, nothing. I would send a message through their email messaging thing saying, I'm interested in this, what, nothing. I'd call, send message, nothing, nothing, nothing. Day after day after day after day. It gets tiring. It takes a toll on you, you know, especially when you're getting so anxious and worried and wanting to find a place just to get out of there, you know. And I tried to stay upbeat. I did still try. I started scheduling YouTube videos, which kind of helped my anxiety, you know, having at least a video that keep going every other day. Editing when I could. Also, by the way, I hope you guys have been enjoying Stray, both my shorter Let's Plays and my VODs. I post my last VOD Friday, I think. Soon. It's coming soon. And then the Let's Plays are going to continue on. But yeah, it was just so frustrating. And then the president's, he lifted the COVID restrictions, you know, everything that's been in place. But some places still weren't opening up for a while to let people tour the apartments. So there was, like I said, one thing after another after another. We saw one place that was, the apartment looked like it was built for me. Small rooms, low cabinets, fixtures, and everything. But then that was the other thing. So then they called back. We had done the application. And they go, oh, you have cats. And we're like, yeah. And they're like, oh, we don't allow pets. Nothing in their ad. That was the other thing. So some ads said no pets. So we ignored those. But then on other websites, that same ad would have pets or pet friendly. So it was the other thing. So I don't know who bought the building next to ours, but the building next to ours also started having people move out. And one apartment that popped up real quickly is it was for more than we can afford, but they said dogs only. And I think it was the same person who, I think I said this in a previous video or on a stream. One of the people that helped do the walkthroughs was, he claimed to be allergic to cats. And my poor black kitty loves when men come over and she just wants pets and love from them. And she was getting so frustrated because she was leaning over to try and get him to pet her. And he was like leaning away, trying not to. So I think he influenced that listing. What else? So I think my cat's trying to get in. Or one of the cats is trying to get in. But yeah, it was just. So what is it? Pets or no? You know? Pets or no? Just. We had like 3 different other apartments before this one that we applied, we paid the fee, and then they're like, oh, we don't allow pets. Then say so. Or I called one place that was perfect for us. And the lady was real nasty. Oh, no pets. And it's like, okay. Good luck finding somebody. But yeah. The place we're in now, we had to get a little help from family. But luckily, we were able to get in here. And, oh my God. 2 solid days. I think it was over 24 hours total of us packing, moving, all that. Big shout out to Sage the Babe, who helped us out so much. Big shout out to everybody who donated to my GoFundMe. I almost said my Ko-fi. I did have a Ko-fi donation. It was a good size, and they go to help you and the kitties get a good, safe place to live. So I do appreciate that so much. I appreciate all the moral support. I almost said mental support, close enough. All the moral support, all the good well wishes, all the shares, all the donations, just everything. And honestly, I barely made it throughout this whole process. It still upsets me. We gave the keys to the old place back a couple days ago. We honestly did not have the energy to pack and move in clean at the same time. We did not have that because we had to work the next day. Actually, we took Saturday off, which was the day before Easter. We used our protected pay time off. I feel bad because the store was chaotic, but we worked on Easter Sunday. The day after we moved, we were a wreck. We were basically like zombies. We were so exhausted, but we worked. And now it's just a process of just relaxing, unwinding. And the problem is with this place, it took about a month to get everything sorted, paperwork, sending them, them looking over stuff, everything. But we got in. That's the important thing. And it's just, now I've just been, we just spent almost $200 worth of groceries because we were doing bare bones shopping because we didn't want to move all sorts of food to the new place. So we were trying to go through our food as fast as possible. We have one grocery store that I have not seen or have not stepped foot in since I was a little kid. And it's just like I remember it. So I guess all of those stores have a similar layout, but it's nice. It was nice, nostalgic going through there and getting food and everything that we needed. Some stuff that we didn't need it, like, some special snacks and all that, just because we deserve it after everything we did. My roommate, unfortunately, torqued his back. After we had finished moving, his back went, nope. So, but he's been working through that. He's been dealing with that. I haven't had internet this whole time. So if you sent me any messages and all that and I missed it, I'm sorry about that. I'm just trying to catch up. I'm slowly posting on Instagram and TikTok and all that. But yeah, we moved. So happy. It's a relief. I got a futon because my room is quite a bit smaller than it was in the old place. Of course, it looks a bit more crowded because there's boxes and stuff all over the place, but my computer desk is here. Excuse me. That's why I have my phone on right now. There's a cat tree here. And then there's one of my smaller bookcases here that survived. It's probably not going to survive another move, but I'm so exhausted, can you tell? Back here's my dresser. My light, my RGB light survived. There's Chucky also down here, which I'm trying to cover as much as possible. It's the Chucky in the box I have. My closet is here on the side. The door is right here. I have a nice window right here, so my computer is under the window. It's not bad. Actually, I did a video of the walkthrough the first time we stepped in because we had to do a checklist of, is this good, is that good, sort of thing. So actually, after I finished explaining all that, I'm going to post that video right here. So this is the front room. It's not bad. Huh, I can actually use the unit because it's small enough. Right? It's not too bad. There's a heater. There's the thermostat. I might have a little trouble reaching it, but that's fine. So this is one bedroom. Closet. Not too bad. You know, typical apartment. And then got this room. My roommate and I didn't decide which room is going to be which. You know, who's going to get which room. There's this one. It's got the smoke detectors up there. Storage space for our towels and toilet paper and all that fun stuff. Ooh, I like this. Look at this. I'm gonna have to get a shower curtain rod and shower curtain. Cool, we can make it our own aesthetic. I like this right here. And then there's that. Very nice. Very, very nice. Toilet. This is where we're gonna put our toilet paper supposedly, but I don't know because cats. This is what I'm happy about. I wasn't able to have a towel rack at my old place, so that's cool. And then sink, this medicine cabinet, extra storage. Let's see. Oh, works. And then a little towel rack for the towels, like that. Space under here. People here seem real friendly already. We already talked to the guy who did our maintenance stuff. Hall closet. Sorry if I'm rushing through this. I want to hurry up and help get our stuff. And then here is the kitchen. Well, so here's the kitchen area. Here is the fridge. There's kind of a space right here. I don't know if we are going to put anything here, but it's kind of odd that you have a fan. I love that we have a fan. I missed having a fan. And then this is window. Cute little oven that I can actually reach. Shock. Upper cabinets. Lower cabinets, probably for me. More drawer space for me. I like how there's a lot of drawer space. This is probably fake, but I love it. Really cute. Ooh, this is, look, we have outlets that are actually safe. At our old place, we asked for safe outlets, and they go, nah, the building's too old. We can't do that. More cabinet space. All this cabinet space. We got a stove. It's actually proper height for me. My roommate's gonna have trouble with it because it's dropped down a bit. Sink. It's a nice big sink, big deep sink. Then under here, ooh, we have a fire extinguisher. I like that. Cabinet space that doesn't have shoes in it. Trust me, you don't want to know. And then we got a little nook here that we could probably put like the microwave and all that. Here's another that probably controls the, controls all that, dimmer switch, everything. I love it. Very, very cool. All right. Sweet. Now we're just gonna figure out where everything's gonna go. So yeah, so that's our apartment. It's a real, like, kind of slow, laid-back type town. I have to get used to living in a different county, get used to having a new city, because I don't live in the same city that I used to. But it's not bad, you know. It could be a lot worse. and I'm glad it's not. But the neighbors here seem real friendly. The guy that's the maintenance guy, he helped us get the keys and explain some stuff. We have a wall unit here. Oh, that's the other thing. So we have a wall unit here that actually does, because I thought PG&E, I would have to hook up the PG&E here instead of the electricity or the electric company here and PG&E. Kind of find out there's no gas to this place. It's all electric, including the wall unit. It does AC and heat. So I just have to worry about the electric bill and the cable bill once we hook up the cable. That's hopefully what we're going to be doing today. I don't know if this video is going to be up late or what for you, but if it is, that's why we had some little technical difficulties getting the internet up. But hopefully not. Hopefully everything's on time, because I don't want to be... I've done posting every other day for about a year, and I don't want to break that cycle. I really don't. But no, for 3 years. Yeah, since the start of the pandemic, I was doing that. So, but yeah, thank goodness. Thank you to all my YouTube supporters. I'm almost at 200 subscribers right now, so I super appreciate each and every one of you. Let's let that number continue to grow so that I can get to 1,000 and I can start earning some money on this platform. I'm also working hard on Twitch, twitch.tv/tinybishie. Working real hard to get affiliate. I'm so close, so close. I just need my internet so I can, work toward that goal. And I feel bad because I've had to miss so many streams just because of being busy and wrapped up with stuff. So I'm still a little stressed, but it's over. And the stress is slowly melting away. My toothache does not help at all, but we did it. We're here. We're locked into a year lease. And I kind of just want to keep renewing the lease every year because I don't want to move anytime soon, because moving sucks. Don't want to deal with that again unless I have like big strong men to help us move. Because this is the first time we've moved and only had myself, my roommate, and my friend. That's it. Every other time we've had other help, and this time we did not. We're just having other help monetary-wise and all that, so... It's fine. We dealt with it. It sucked, but it's fine. We're here. Alright, so... And yeah, some stuff got left behind, but we're just gonna rebuy it because some stuff weren't gonna survive the move. Like my taller bookcase. I had another dresser that I was gonna put clothes and stuff in. That didn't survive. My trash cans. Oh, I got a new trash can. Let me show you. This is my new trash can. It says dummies. Seriously. Wrong. Well, I'm a little full, and yay, I'm clean. I was having trouble reading it backwards, but yeah, I have a cute little trash can here. And, let me show you my other girl. So this is my girl. This is her little friend that she's been loving, just laying on. It's my futon, all laid down. Sorry if you saw Chucky. She was okay, with the move and everything. Her brother burst out of his cat carrier. He said a big nope. So yeah, there was that. And then we have George. He's busy on the computer. Let's not disturb him. See, he's hard at work on something. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and end this video here. I'm sure there's stuff I missed, but it's fine. It's whatever. I just want to give an update because I haven't gotten a chance to about all that's been going on, and it's been so anyways, we gave the keys back on Monday. I forgot to mention that, the Monday after Easter. And the guy understood that we couldn't clean all that. I think he was just glad to get the apartment back. I was still very upset about him because he had been, there's some other stuff I want to say. Hold on. More tea. I almost forgot there was more tea to spill about this landlord. So we had gotten the notice, and the neighbors above us moved out. And so the landlord sent in his crew to basically completely get the place and, remodel it and all that. At first, we thought he was going to do an Airbnb because he had put like a Ring camera and all that, typical Airbnb stuff. But he had, okay. So the landlord read the agreement he had sent us wrong. It was like March 2nd, something like that. And he thought we were supposed to be out by the end of February. And so he had sent his his maintenance people to make as much noise as possible to get us out faster, to bother us and get us out faster. He was upsetting us. He was upsetting the cats. His workers were coming in at 6 a.m. to just harass us, stomping, laughing, and they were loud. My roommate overheard them talking about it, and laughing about it. It's horrible. At one point, he called, and he was just being real rude, condescending, because he thought he was talking to he was like, oh, I hear a feminine sounding person, so I'm just going to be the rudest, most bullying person ever. And then I said, he got me to the point where I was crying. I was upset. And my roommate rushed out of his room, and he's there to give me moral support, take the phone from me if needed. And I'm telling the guy that I'm having trouble finding places. And he's like, oh, well, you're just not looking, and all this and this, It's like, we were looking. We were looking the moment we got that stupid letter. It was just, I'm trying to tell him, and he's like, oh, well, look. And all he would do was look for, put the base parameters that we needed in, and was just scrolling through listings. See, I'm finding this place and this place, but you weren't clicking on the listing. Because that was the other thing. Listings would say a price, you click on it, and then you look more into it. And there was either no availability, which is why they were on websites for renting. I'm not sure if nothing's available. Or they would be like, oh, yeah, the rent's actually this much. Or we're just doing the lowest price for this apartment, but it also could be this higher price. It's between this price and that price. Just little shady stuff like that. He wasn't clicking on any of the listings to see the more information, the bigger picture. He was just acting like we weren't looking and we were being lazy and just being stubborn. No, we wanted out because of him. So I'm getting anxious, so I'm fiddling with my face. Just stuff like that. Then, at one point, one of his workers starts harassing the dog in the apartment above us. Or the apartment above us and next door. her dog is yappy. We knew this. It's fine. You know, we've dealt with the yappy dog since she moved in. But the workers would be like, you know, to try and get the dog riled up. And the dog would get all riled up, and then they'd be laughing. And she would get fed up, and she'd be like, don't be harassing my dog. And then one of the other workers there would be like, oh, we're not doing anything. I don't know what you're talking about. When I could clearly hear them in my apartment with the doors closed and everything. Another time, I was actually about to get on stream for a game with Balsamic Games. And I heard a crash. Apparently, I thought it was them breaking a window pane or glass or something like that for the apartment above us. No, they broke one of Floor's lanterns. And she was like, you need to paint it back. And they're like, nah, you know, they're acting like oh no, you know, they didn't understand what she was saying or anything like that. She's like, well, fine, I'll call the police and they'll sort it out. Well, she got her money back real quick. And like one worker started coming after that. So thankfully, Ford had a good worker that helped her with all sorts of stuff, and in turn, she helped me with stuff. My mod helped get me, because I didn't know a lot of the resources. I was freaking out. My mod suggested looking into legal aid, and legal aid helped so much. Oh my God. Because they started, the landlord started sticking his lawyer on us. And when they found out I had legal aid by my side, I had 2 representatives at legal aid that I was talking to, and they helped me so much. And it was such a stress off my mind that the lawyer backed off. The lawyer's like, oh, okay, you know, we can't bully and intimidate this person anymore. We need to go by the book. And so they've been super, super nice, and just ever since, thankfully. And we had to put in a reasonable accommodation request because of my health conditions and the roommate's health conditions, and say that additionally helped them back off, because they thought they were just dealing with me. They didn't realize they were dealing with another person who also has health issues. So they're dealing with 2 disabled people, which could be a very bad, nasty lawsuit. And I would tell them, I said, hell, let us have a bit more breathing room, a little bit more time to find a place, because I said, I don't want to go to court. I know you don't want to go into court, because I know it'd be expensive for them too. So thankfully, we were able to come to an agreement, and in the middle of them hashing out terms for the agreements and having my legal aid rep look it over and everything, we were able to get into this place. So it's like, but yeah, we gave the key. I was still upset with this guy. So my roommate offered to do the walkthrough with the landlord. And I'm glad he did, because the guy kind of like wasn't as bristly and horrible with another guy. He kind of like opened up and was like, yeah, he wanted to renovate the apartment and then jack the price up to, well, initially he wanted to do the apartment above us at 1900. It's not a 1900 area, but you do you, you know. But with our apartment, our old apartment, I should say, he wants to do it for about 1700, which is a couple hundred more than we were paying per month. Again, it's not a high income neighborhood, so just because of the name of the town doesn't mean it has high income, residents. But go ahead, considering that the apartment around the corner, which was similar to that one, was costing us, the apartment around the corner from us, close to where we used to live, was only $100 more than we were currently paying. But it was no pets. So, whatever. It was also suggested to me, like I said, I never had to deal with pet rent or deposit or anything like that. It was suggested to me to make the cats emotional support animals. I never had to think about that before, but thinking about it, it seems like a good idea. Because, yeah, I would be emotionally devastated if anything happens to them. It chokes me up, gets me upset just thinking about it. Thinking of hypothetical scenarios. So, yeah, it'd probably be a good idea. At least one of them. And then the pet rent will go down. So the apartment will be cheaper. And we can put more money aside for stuff like emergencies, helping me get my teeth fixed, that sort of stuff. Because, yeah, I want to not have toothaches anymore. And it's just going to keep happening until I get my dental stuff taken care of. I know. It's just, I don't have the money right now. I'm trying to save up. I was trying to save up, and then this stupid you have to move type thing, and it just ate a lot of my resources I had saved up to get my teeth fixed. So I have to go all over again. And getting your teeth fixed is expensive. And then me with a heart condition, you have to take even longer so that I don't have a heart attack and pass away in the dental chair, or after getting home. That sort of BS. So that's part of the plan. I'm also closer to one of the major cities, so I might actually be able to get a primary doctor now and a psychologist. Stuff that I've needed for a long time, but they've wanted to make me go to a city that was like way too far for us to drive. But it might be possible now, so we'll see. I'm just taking things one day at a time right now, and like I said, I'm just glad that we're here and we're safe, and we don't have to worry about the landlord anymore. Of course, the landlord does have to worry about some new tenants moving in, because for some reason he stopped lawn service. And landlord. He stopped lawn service, so burrowing creatures started coming back into the yard. And the yard started getting overgrown and ugly and horrible. And that place gets spiders real easily, and snakes and moths. Just cockroaches and June bugs and all sorts of creepy crawlies just find their way into the apartment. But that's okay. They can enjoy that. They wanted it so badly. They can have it now. Have all the creatures. Have fun. Yeah, I'm still a little angry. Can you tell? But do you blame me? So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Probably have a drink, rest, put my computer together, hopefully be able to connect to the internet tonight. I think there's a website that will help me, show me how to do the stuff and, set it up on my own without having to call or have a technician or anything like that, but we'll see. Worst case scenario, this video will be up late. Like I said, I don't know when it's going to be posting. And you'll see it tomorrow. I'll be a day late posting, but oh well. Then once internet's established, I'll go back to my schedule. There's nothing I can do. That's the only thing I can do. So. And then tomorrow, I get some more stuff that I had to order. And I also have a couple of surprises that are coming that I wanted to wait until I had a solid address before I could order them. So I'm really, really excited about that and showing off to y'all and everything. So hopefully one of them arrives soon. I checked the mailbox earlier today and nothing was in it, but yeah. I almost started to see too much, but no. Also, one of my friends ordered something off my wish list as like a welcome to your new apartment type thing. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, I'm excited that this is a new untainted apartment and I can just start making memories with myself, the roommate, and the cats, and not have to worry about any unsavory types living in my apartment and just being horrible to me like it was in the past. No, I won't elaborate. Just, I'm glad stuff's finally falling out into place after setback after setback after setback. It's just okay. I'm not sure about my streaming schedule for this week. I also picked up an extra day of work, so my streaming schedule is going to change. Most likely, I'm going to start streaming Wednesday night and Friday nights. That's what the plan is. Possibly Thursday if I have the energy, but we'll see. I just want to kickstart and just get to affiliates. That's what I want to do. I want to get to affiliates. All right. So after all that, I think I got everything. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. So that's going to be all for now. Thank you so much for watching and supporting, and just thank you for everything. Stay safe, stay happy, and I'll talk to y'all later.